The following was written by Kristin Hick. Don't fall in love. Rise in love. Gone are the days when we should passively fall for one another. This year, Kristin Hick challenges us to live fearlessly. Let's rise in love instead. Rising in love. Will this feel as good as falling? Here's the problem, folks. Falling in love is another old and often enfeebling way of viewing the alleged perks of an intimate relationship. It can start us off down the wrong path. Falling in love all too often involves two people who previously stood independently, collapsing into various levels of codependency, merging into the other, losing themselves for the sake and existence of the relationship. The two people assume a new identity as a couple. In this name of love, the partners become dependent upon one another. Their expectations for happiness and comfort and security become entwined. Their own preferences dimmed in the name of compromise. I love you, but I need you to do this and that and not do this thing. So I know for sure you love me. I need you to be perfect as you were in the beginning, or as I wanted to believe you were. I cannot generate happiness and contentment unless you behave in a way that pleases and affirms me. To teach you then how to fall in love fearlessly would be to teach you nothing at all about true fearlessness, nor would it teach you about true love. Falling in love happens when one or both partners are afraid to exist independently, separately. Falling in love happens when you don't trust yourself or your partner enough to stand grounded in your own personhood and love from a position of internal strength. A new definition of love. Ask yourself, what if you could maintain your own self, the ever more fearless self you are becoming every day, and fully, fearlessly love another? What if the only way to fearlessly love another was to first love yourself, to know yourself as wonderfully complete, with and without a special person attached to your hip? What if you chose to stand grounded in the knowing as you reach out to love another? What would be possible if you loved like this? How high do you think you could rise if you were neither expecting your partner to lift you up, nor seeking to prop her up when the chips are down? I'm not saying you wouldn't comfort each other on a bad day. I'm saying you wouldn't be dependent on that comfort or upset when for some reason it isn't forthcoming. What heights in love, work, and life could you reach if you remained you and your partner remained him or her adorable self, and you found space between to love each other? Rise in love. Imagine just for a moment that it is possible to free yourself from the chains of the past, the defenses, the insecurities, the reasons why not to let yourself love or be loved. Feel the fresh breeze of this blow down the hall, even if you don't really yet believe it. Imagine a love so gorgeous and free and generous that neither of you need each other to exist, stand, or fall. But you do so because it's fun, because it's wonderful. It's a wonderful part of life. You do so out of free will, pure desire, and unlimited capacity to do so. Rising in love seems like it would elicit less fear than falling in love, right? After all, in general, we are rising culture, and falling is not something we tend to seek out. Fine in linguistic theory, but for many, rising in love may conjure up fears about having to stand on our own two flat feet rather than relying on someone else within a relationship. Once again, we confront the basic reality of practice. Our automatic pilot mode is, I need you to do X so I can feel Y. We have to practice a different way of being before any of this starts to feel natural.